What's up, guys? What's up, guys? Welcome back. Welcome back. Today's flash thought of the day is he's calling you higher. I know. What do you mean, Flash? Okay, so we all get to a point in life where God kind of I guess you can say stop playing with us, right? And then he starts to now shows us signs, sends messages and different things to us through people, through things we see, things we watch, whatever it is, right? He uses that to try to call us higher, right? A lot of the times, I know for myself, there's been so many times in life where God was calling me higher. So he basically, all the things that I once loved were not fun to me anymore. I didn't love them anymore, but I still held on to it because I was still trying to do my thing and not God thing, right? And then I quickly realized when you start to do that, that's when you start to let insecurities creep in, depression creep in. You start to sit and wonder what is missing, right? And it's because he's calling you higher. For like a good example is I stayed in a relationship way too long that I needed to and sacrificed so much to be in that relationship, but didn't want to leave knowing deep down that ultimately it was going to fail. I didn't want to leave because I didn't want people to judge me. I didn't want people to feel like I made a mistake by staying with that person when I made all those sacrifices. And when it comes to God, when he starts calling you, you have to answer that call. When you don't answer that call, man, a lot of things start to creep in, right? The enemy then starts to play a lot of tricks on you. And that's when I started to develop or experience, I should say, a lot of anxiety, depression. Like I started to get insecure about things I was never insecure about. And it's the same thing with you guys, right? It's not that the people that the people that you used to love hanging out with, it's not that they're bad people. It's just now it's time for your assignment. God is calling you higher, right? The partying that you used to love doing is no longer fun. Why is that? Nothing changed. You still go to the same club, listen to the same music, do the same thing, smoke, drink, whatever it is, right? And those things are no longer fun. It's because he's calling you higher. But we get into this situation or we get into a space where we love those things so much that we hold on to it, right? We hold on to it and then we start to then question God, like, God, where are you? Why aren't you blessing me? Why aren't you promoting me? You start to see everyone around you start to elevate and basically get blessings after blessings after blessings. And you wonder why God isn't listening to you, right? It's not that God is listening to you. He's waiting for you to listen to him, right? He wants you to let go of those things. He wants you to now be ready to start your assignment. He wants you to be called higher. Right? He has a great plan for your life. And that's one of the hardest things I experienced is, man, when God called, no matter what you may do, no matter what you want to do, you cannot ignore that call. You ignore that call, things in your life will start to then crumble and fall apart, right? And we do that when we know deep down God is speaking to us, but yet we ignore it time and time again because, like me, a lot of us want to do our own thing. We want to walk away from God because over the years we felt like we've been hurt. God is not listening to us. Then everything that we go after, everything that we're seeking after, the job, the scholarships, the promotions, whatever it is, the perfect girl, the perfect boy, the perfect life, we don't get that. Then we feel like God isn't listening to us. So why should we pray to God? Why should we honor God? Why should we do any of those things that show him that we put him first in everything? And that's not how it works. Like, that's not how it works. God will never take something from you without giving you something better in return, right? One of the hardest things I have to learn I'm one of those people that are very much hard-headed and you have to tell me over and over and over again, right? And that's one of the things I'm constantly working on as I renew my mind daily is God is for you. God is for you, right? Just because you see people getting blessings, you see people getting promotions, and you see people just like progressing in life, and you're wondering, why not me? Like, I don't sin as much as they do, right? I go to church, I pray, I fast, I do all those things, but yet I'm not promoted. I'm not blessed, right? So then you start to push away from God because you get resentful. But in actuality, right, you're ignoring your call. God has been telling you what you need to work on. God has been telling you the things you need to give up. God has been telling you what you need to go after, the good habits, the people you need to keep in your circle, the people you need to get rid of, the bad habits you need to get rid of, right? He's been showing you those things and you ignore it and then wonder why he's not blessing you, wondering why you get into situations time and time again, right? Sometimes we have to take real self-evaluation and realize, right, he's calling me higher, so it's going to require more of me, right? Take it from somebody that played Division I football, right? When you're a freshman, the things that are required of you is not the same things that are required of a senior, right? And that's because that senior it's called higher. They're higher up, so they need to now do more and show more because they've been through more, right? So now, right, if you want to be, right, from your freshman year to your sophomore year, you're called higher. Sophomore to junior, you're called higher. Junior to senior, you're called higher. And the same thing in life, right? I know sometimes, like, it was this time in my life where I felt like I was going in constant circle. Like every year I was going through the same trials and tribulations. And then it just got to a point where I was like, you know what? This is not about anybody else. This is not about the people that hurt me, people that lied on me, people that broke my heart, people that walked away when I tried to love them. It's about me. What is it that I'm missing that God is trying to get to me, right? And as I constantly pray, I constantly seek him, and I constantly try to do the right thing day in and day out. Not saying that it's going to be easy, because it's still not easy now, right? But I made up in my mind that I'm going to constantly try to do the right thing no matter how hard it gets, right? And I start to see that it came down to my decisions, my actions. It was things that I was doing, situations I was putting myself in, where deep down, while I was in those situations, I'm saying, why am I here? Why am I doing this? Why is this happening to me? But yet I did it over and over and over again. Right? And I slowly started to see, as I started to focus and break those bad habits, right? Life started to get better, right? Life started to get easier. You started to now see purpose. You started to see now where you can find true fulfillment, right? And it's one of those things where, like, you have to sacrifice how you want things to be done. You got to sacrifice the things that you want, right? Like in the Bible, it's two things that kind of like stood out to me, where it was saying men make plans and God laughs. And then later on in the Bible, it tells you, write the vision down and make it plain, right? Then it came, I was thinking, I'm like, is there a contradiction in the Bible, right? There's no such thing as a contradiction in the Bible at all. I don't know the Bible thoroughly, but as I'm learning, as I'm reading more and more, you learn that there's no contradiction. What his word says is true, right? So nothing contradicts itself. So it ultimately broke down to, right, when men make plans and God laughs, it's talking about when we're not seeking him, when we're not trying to do our assignment, when he's calling us higher, we're not doing those things. So our plans, our selfish ambitions, our pride, our ego, all those things that we hide behind, he laughs because that's not him, right? When it says write the vision down and make it plain, when you get to that point, God knows that you're listening to him. So the vision and the plan, the visions that you write down, it comes from him. So he knows he's going to honor what he says because he doesn't lie. That's why I said, write the vision down and make it plain, right? That's him letting you know. God already know the visions and plans he has for your life, right? When you get to a place where you eliminate distractions and you start to focus on being called higher, you see that you now start to see what he sees about you. You start to see what he sees about your loved ones, your friends. You start to see the things that he wants you to do to help save and rescue people out of bondage. And that's when the vision becomes so plain, right? And you'll start to see, you'll start to go after those things that he wants you to go after, right? You'll start to see, you start getting elevated time and time again. And then you wonder, where is these blessings coming from? I'm not really doing nothing. I'm not better than the people that I'm starting to like get promoted over. I'm not better than those people that's not getting a scholarship and I'm getting a scholarship, right? God is calling you higher, right? Your call is so much greater than what you have for yourself, right? And he just wants you to now get to a place where you can answer that call. Write the vision down, make it plain, right? God is for you. He is not against you, right? The only time you think he's against you is when you're still making plans out of your selfish ambitions, right? God is calling you higher. You're meant for great things in life, right? You're meant to do great things in life. You're meant to do great things in life. You're meant to do great things in life. Everybody greatness is different. Remember that now. What somebody else is doing, right, is not your greatness. Your greatness is personalized for you. It's going to give you that joy, fulfillment, and just whatever it is that's going to make you beam from the core. He's trying to give you that, right? So let's start eliminating things we need to eliminate. People, distractions, bad habits, whatever it is, right? Constantly renew your mind so the vision can come plain to you. He's calling you higher. You are loved, you are valued, you are destined to do great things in life. So continue to seek after him and don't give up, because no matter how much you stumble, right, God will always raise the righteous man back up. So as long as you're doing the right thing, right, he will always honor that. God bless you and have a fantastic day. Once again, you are loved, you are valued, and you're able to do great things in life. Greatness is inside you and he will bring it out. Trust him because he's calling you higher. Have a great day.